Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Bar. Detroit. Set. Clean. Over.
They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. A swing pass caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about. until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually obtain that first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. From the gun, and down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Pope going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back to throw here. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. first down. Pope, Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off play action. Pope. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Pope, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 3rd down, Pope. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown,
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking to throw. Hope. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Pope. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, with the kind of speed he has, it's almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Going up top. Oh,
Just so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pope. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down. Pope, incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. And the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Aguilar has it. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 41-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls in. Complete, it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Detroit! Blue 90! Blue 90! Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
The play clock's running down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here we go!
Following the fumble recovery, Henderson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Throwing on first down. Henderson quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green 39.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 87 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have now taken a late lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been... go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here